Creeder, Sea Reader, Elite, Jaguar Land Rover. Instructions, don't need them. USB. Oh no, not another bloody diagnostic scan tool video. Launch got in touch with me. They wanted me to do something, some other scan tools, but I said I haven't kept most of the scan tools they've sent me, because what do I need all these scan tools for? I've kept the pro ones, obviously. And then they said, oh, you've got a Land Rover. I said, yeah, I've got a Range Rover. So they said, we'll send you a dedicated. Now, I don't know if that's, if you say it Creeder or Sea Reader Elite JL, Jaguar Land Rover. Now, this is the launch. I don't know what, if it's got a, no, that's just what it's called. It's not the X431 or anything like that. Now, this is obviously dedicated Jaguar Land Rover one. You can get all these, come in various things with various different brands of vehicle. This is Jaguar Land Rover, obviously. I said, okay, send us one and we'll do a video on it. So it's got all the general stuff. Now, I've had a quick look on YouTube, and from what I can tell, it actually looks like a fairly good bit of kit for the price. Everything's always down to a price, isn't it? It's obviously on a cable, and it's a nice little touch screen. Now, what you will have to do before you get started with it, let me just wipe my fingerprints off, is get the USB-C cable, plug it into the bottom there, power it up indoors or wherever you've got Wi-Fi, connect it to the Wi-Fi and update everything. So all your updates are all up to date. Now, I did say to them, it's specified on the website that this was free updates for life. And I'm like, is there a catch here? I've messaged them and they said, yes, it is free updates for life. Now, apparently this is quite a good, it will do a hell of a lot more than some of the other ones. So anyway, I don't need that because I've already done the indoor bit. The only thing this hasn't got, which the last launch tool did have, was screen recording. So I'm going to have to try and record it with my phone. All you got to do is pull that out, plug that into your usual suspect of a hole under the dashboard here. So it just fires itself up, shows that we're plugged in. Obviously, with it plugged into the car, it powers itself up. You've got your settings button here, so let's go for settings. You've got your units of measurement, brightness, sound, network, time zone, language, workshop information, recovery, cleanup, screen capture, which I think you can get still pictures, and about. We don't really need. So you can either press that button there or that there, and that takes you back. That's your home button, and that takes you to your settings page. So we're in the Range Rover. I'm going to just put ignition on. There we go. And I'm going to hit diagnostics. Let's do an auto detect. Here we go, Land Rover 2010. Might have to start it up in a minute. Shut that bunging up. It tells you exactly what your car is. So yes, it is that one. Yes. Now I will have some faults here because we had the Triangle of Doom pop up my last airport run. So it's just running a health report at the moment, as a lot of these tools do. I've seen some faults coming up already. A lot of these faults, it's just where it loses communication with something when you're switching off and switching back on, which I'm not too worried about. But there is a fault with the parking sensors. The Triangle of Doom came up, restricted performance. It's not done it since, but I haven't cleared the code yet. So get your health report so you can just scroll up. Engine control module, abnormal. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. Instrument cluster, body control module, there's three there, keep going. The vehicle immobiliser control module, audio control module, driver's climate seat module, driver's door, headlamp control module. These will all be lost communications. Right, so let's go up here and have a look at the engine control module. Turbocharger, boost control, A performance. Now I think last time it was B, so I wonder if that's the this side where I couldn't get any squirt up there. So that might be a job for another day. We'll come down here, instrument cluster, the fan, lost communication with parking brake control module, and again intermittent and then a permanent fault. So maybe something to look into. Body control module, so key transponder, accessory socket A relay, and a LIN bus B, intermittent and the historic faults. Keep going. Vehicle immobiliser, column lock authorization. It's a historic fault. I don't know if it doesn't tell you when the historic fault was. Audio front control module, fibre optic communication on bus, lost communication, intermittent and permanent fault. Lost communication with body control module, intermittent, so that's nothing to worry about. Driver's door, central locking motor, headlamp control, invalid data received from ABS control module. Passenger's door, locking motor, central locking motor, and audio amplifier, different circuits, 2 permanents and an intermittent fault. Right, so that's that. So we come back, clear codes. Are you sure you want to clear codes? Yes. And once we've cleared the codes, we'll see what comes back. So all them ones have been cleared, but we've still got a fault up here. Now if you've got internet connection, you can go and find that, but let's just try and clear the code again. No. Parking assist module, that's the parking sensors which don't work at all. So whether that's the module in the boot or it's a sensor, I don't know, but anyway, come back out of there. So from here we can sort of go to engine control module, read the fault codes, this, that and the other, read data stream, actuation test. You can do all these command things, cooling fan speed, pressure control valve, you know. That's on the engine side of things. Transmission. All you can do on the transmission is read codes and the data stream. I don't know what we've got on the data stream for the transmission. Engine oil temperature. It's 41 degrees. I don't know what that's doing in the transmission control module, but there you go. Oh, I don't want to do another bloody... Right, no, hang on. I need to come out of this. Right, let's... Oh, Jesus, what's it doing? End session. I just want you on exit. Right, so let's go into Land Rover. So I've just come up with that. Updates and this, that, and the other. Okay. Right, so you can manually select automatic search. So let's manually select Range Rover 2010 3.6 diesel. So you can do a health report, which will go through everything, system selection, or special functions, or vehicle information. So special functions is always interesting. Let's have a look at that. So you can reset, you know, to your electric park brake, throttle idle speed, tyre pressure monitoring system, exhaust emissions, air suspension. So we can calibrate the air suspension with this tool. Steering angle sensor calibration. What's that say? Oh, not connected to the internet, so. Headlamp. The headlamp control module system calibration. Battery, if you've put a new battery on it. Bleeding the brakes. Injectors. Injector replacement, so you can put a new code in for what injector you've done. Daily injector correction factors. Door, window, sunroof, seat, camera, body, electrical, powertrain, EGR valves, transmission calibration. I believe that's if you've changed the oil and filter and you want to do gearbox adaptations. Now, when we did that, Sam looked it up and they suggested not to do it, but I don't know. Old LR Time on their LR4 the other day, I know they got the 8-speed ZF, but they did do the gearbox adaptations. I don't know if it's worth doing it or not. I will look into it. Looks like you can do that on this tool, so that's good to know. Body electrical, blah blah blah. Transport mode, adaptive cruise control, others. Special restraint build mode. So yeah, your EPB, alarms, throttle idle speed, exhaust emission, not supported on this car. Brake bleeding, blah blah blah. Door, window. Sunroof calibration, driver's side door glass calibration, passenger side. Seat. Fitted or not. Oh no, what's this? Yeah, electrically operated headrests, which this car's got. Camera. And you can calibrate the rear camera. Chassis EGR, what's it not supported on this car? They've been deleted off the ECU. Yeah, so special functions, there's quite a few. System selection. So we can go through the system selection now. We're going to the engine control module. We can do actuation tests through here. So all these things here, variable viscous fan duty cycle, cooling fan speed, pressure control valves. You know, it's quite a bit to see there where you can do actuation tests, which is basically switching something on and off with the device and, you know, overriding the car. Read data stream, it's always an interesting one, see what live readings can come up. Boost pressure, bank 1 and bank 2. Okay, well, I'm going to have to start the car for this. I'm going to start the car, Peppy. Switch that off. So yeah, the boost pressures look alright. They obviously weren't the other day when it went into restricted performance. So that's that. What else we got here? Take those two off. Command boost control, let's see what that says. Combine. You can have it as a graph. There's two different colours there, if you can tell. That's good to know. That's all working. So switch those two off. All your cylinder balancing offsets. Driver requested torque. That's interesting, let's have a look at that. You might need that one day, who knows. Let's have a look and see what we're charging at. Let me take that one off. Battery, what would that be under? Alternator. Battery voltage or charge. There's two battery voltages for some reason. .8. See what happens when I switch the headlights on. Heated front and rear window. We're pulling a bit of juice out of it now. So that's it. You can go into all sorts of body control module. Read data stream. I wonder if he's got the parking thing on it. No, perhaps it's not in there. Was it under there? That one. Oh well. So yeah, there's a lot you can look at. So that's it. It's a nice tidy little unit, easily slip in your glove box, and it does exactly the, well, not exactly the same, but it does a lot of functions that are on the gap tool. Obviously the gap tool's a fantastic bit of kit. You can calibrate stuff, you can change CCF files, all that, this and that, the other. You can calibrate the suspension with this. You can do a lot with this tool. Free updates for life. There's no option in the settings menu for a new subscription, so I am taking it as that is free updates for life, and it does pretty much everything that a gap tool does, except for CCF files and flashing the ECUs and all that kind of thing. I can't remember how much this is. It was only about 120 euros, I believe. I could be wrong. I'll put it across the screen. For that sort of money, for free updates for life, for your Jaguar or Land Rover, I think that's probably worth having in your glove box. Obviously, we've got the gap tool, but it's always a good idea to have. I mean, when we go away on our camping excursion next year, I'll probably take this along with me as well. Have the gap tool in here and have this, just in case, you know, the gap tool doesn't work. It's dedicated Jaguar Land Rover. It has also got the OBD side of things on it, so you can actually plug it into other cars, but you won't be able to go into the systems quite as in detail as you can with the manufacturer that's preloaded into this. As I say, if you've got a different car, you can get Mercedes-Benz. There's loads out there on the launch website. You know, whatever brand of car you've got, you'll probably be able to get one of these. Just make sure you get the right one. I get a lot of people on some of my iCarsoft videos have bought the Land Rover version 2, which was the one that I had, and said, how do I put other models onto it? It's like, well, you don't. You buy the specific one for your brand of car. But the OBD section does work on other cars. As I say, it just does. It's not as detailed. This one picked out every single module on this car. As you could see, there's a hell of a lot of things when I was scrolling through it. Picked out the faults fine. I have got the, I think the B turbo is on that side, which on we're left-hand drive, so it's the passenger side. I think the A turbo is on this side. I could be wrong. Now the B turbo, I managed to really lubricate and work that up and down with a rod. I couldn't really see this one, so it might be worth just jacking it up really high, getting right underneath the car and seeing if I can see it and work it and spray it up. I did notice that it seems to do it. I'm digressing here, we're going away from the scan tool. It's when I pull out onto the motorway and I go to overtake something and the gears don't kick down as they should do, and it seems to be accelerating in a higher gear rather than sort of put your foot down. Now that was picking them up from the airport, taking them back. I did the same on the motorway, but I knocked it over into sport, which raised the revs a little bit, and it didn't do it. So let me know in the comment section below if you think I should do the gearbox adaptions on this, just to let the car relearn the gears. I don't know. Anyway, this, I will put links in the description. Yeah, really impressed with this for the price, and as I say, no subscription fee. That is the thing that would sell it to me. Obviously it gets sent, they send it to me to do a video. If it was no good, I would say I'm not oh yeah, they've sent me something, I've got to tell it, I've got to say it's brilliant and it's this and it's that. If it was rubbish, I would say don't waste any money on this. But no, it works well. The screen's not massive, but I've got a new prescription for my glasses, so it ain't a problem, is it? Yeah, really good bit of kit, I think, and just nice to have chucked in your glove box. Obviously, you're going to need your USB-C to update it as and when. And I think, yeah, I'll be quite happy to have that when we go down to the Pyrenees next year, just as a backup to the Gap tool. Yeah. If you've got one, let me know what you think. As I say, all links will be in the description. If there's any discount codes, they'll be in the description as well. And I can't say any more than that. Scan tools are scan tools. They either do stuff or they don't. This one seems to do almost everything on this particular car. Now, this is a 2010 3.6 TDV8 Range Rover L322. And it works. Anyway, hope you like this video. Pick one up if you want. It does the job. If you're looking for something cheap, I'll keep rambling on. Anyway, catch you in the next video. Bye for now.